This is WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
Mark Stoops talking today about his new offensive coordinator, Shannon Dawson, who's coming in from West Virginia. Stoops said he liked Dawson most for his leadership ability and his experience. And at Kentucky, Dawson will have the chance to take full reign of the offense because Stoops understands how important that is to a coordinator.
If you ask him when he gets here, I'm sure one of the things that appealed to him about coming here was working for a defensive coach. Because, you know, sink or swim, here's the keys, you do it. You know, sink or swim. That's what it was like when I went to Florida State, and I wanted it that way. You know, it was either get it done or get fired. You know, or get, and that's what my situation was going to be. So.
Now to the basketball Cats in tonight's KSR Minute. Matt Jones now looks back on Kentucky's awesome performance in Chicago.
They're tearing down things here at the United Center, but what we saw during the game was one of the more unbelievable performances that I can ever remember. Kentucky came out and won the first half 41-7, and those numbers are sort of baffling. I mean, think about this. It was the fewest points UCLA has scored in a half in the history of the school. It was the fewest points Kentucky has allowed in a half since 1943. At halftime, Kentucky had more blocks with 8 than UCLA had points with 7. Now, this isn't some chump team. This isn't Savannah State. It's not Grand Canyon. This is UCLA. They have a top 5 draft pick on their team, and yet Kentucky completely sucked their will out and made them to where they were absolutely not able to play. I've seen a lot of great games for Kentucky, as have you. The only thing that comes close to this was the LSU game where they scored 86 in the first half. That's the best offensive performance I've ever seen. But for defense, give me the first half against UCLA. I will say it's the best defensive half Kentucky has ever played. I'm Matt Jones, and this is the KSR Minute.
Coming into tonight's Monday Night Football game, a Cincinnati Bengals win locks up a playoff spot since he's also looking to beat this guy, Peyton Manning. He is undefeated against the Bengals franchise in his career. First quarter, the other quarterback, Andy Dalton, two-step drop. The ball's tipped as he throws it, and Aqib Talib comes up with the pick. Talib goes to the house for 6, 33 yards on the pick 6. Okay, after the kickoff, first play from scrimmage for Cincy, Jeremy Hill. Oh, no. Earlier this week in the Denver Post, there was a big story on how this Denver Broncos defensive line may be the best in team history. Not looking like it here. Hill goes 85 to the crib. Just like that, it's tied again. 7 apiece, second quarter. Dalton fakes the handoff, and he finds Jermaine Gresham 2 yards on the touchdown pass. Bengals up 17-7 at that point. And as you look at the scoreboard, right now we're in the fourth quarter with about less than 7 minutes to go, and the Bengals lead this one 30-28. Last week of round ball previews here at WYMT, the Pikeville girls are up next. The Lady Panthers struggling in the early part of this season, but despite losing this girl right here, the 2,000-point scorer, that is Rachel Potter, head coach Bobby Spears still thinks he has a nice ball club to work with. The style might change, but the girls think even without their main scorer back, they will still be a tough out in the 15th region.
You know, Rachel was a big part of our team, but, you know, one person doesn't make a team. We only lost that one person, and I think we can bounce back from that and come together as a team, and we work very well together, and I think we'll do just fine this year.
This year we have a lot of quick girls, and we also have we have multiple girls that can play the game. And last year we kind of lacked that, but with all of our quickness, we played defense very well, so that'll be a lot different than last year.
Last season we just had one main scorer, and this season there are a lot of girls that know how to take it to the hole and score for us.
And we're going to go through a little metamorphosis here early in the season where we have to decide who can lead us, who will lead us, and who's got the guts to lead us. And when the dust all settles, I think you'll find that this group is ready to accept this challenge. They're working really hard. They're hungry. And you can't make predictions this early what's going to happen, but I do know that we have several girls with guts and heart.
All right, up next in sports, the new Alice Lloyd College Mountain Top 10 rankings are out. I'll have those. Plus, you will hear from the third-ranked Leslie County Lady Eagles on their undefeated start. The Leslie County girls basketball team is 9-0, the best start since the 2001-02 season. One of the former players on that team is now an assistant. I caught up with her along with the girls and head coach Mark Collett to explain this rocket start of a season.
We're doing really good things. We hate to say much about it because it's just on a roll right now. We don't want to stop that ball from rolling.
The ball isn't just rolling for the Leslie County Lady Eagles. This season, it's splish, it's splash. But the 9-0 start isn't all about the offense.
I think the number one reason we're undefeated right now is because of how hard we work on the defensive end, because we know if we work hard on the defensive end, the offense will come because we're all really great shooters and we work hard on the defense and offensive end. So defense is our number one pride and joy right now.
Every time we come out on the floor, we bring that experience, and we've kind of been there, so we kind of know what to expect. When a team makes a 7-8 point run, when the crowd gets loud, you know, we continue to play. We know what that's about. We know what that's like.
We really do get better every day, and we're so experienced. You couldn't put us in a situation that we've not been in before.
The last time Leslie County watched this type of start was the 2001-02 season. A win over Hazard Tuesday night will not just tie that team's 10-0 start, but it will be the program's 750th win.
There's been some nights here in this 9-game stretch, I don't feel like we've played well. I feel like we've played really hard every single night, and I think that has masked us not playing great is just because our effort has been really great.
Even though there hasn't been a close game, we have really played hard teams, and we've always been challenged in every game, even if the score didn't look like we've been challenged. But we've just came together. We really love each other, and I think that the fact that our team is more of a family and we're really, really close, and we've played since 2nd grade together, that really helps us.
A perfect record is not the ultimate goal, though. The school has never won a state championship in anything, and this team wants to be the first.
I would be just as happy if we were taking a trip to Bowling Green on about March the 10th or 11th and have lost a couple games as opposed to be undefeated and lose that one game that keeps us from heading to Bowling Green.
Now for the new Alice Lloyd College Mountain Top 10 rankings tonight. No change at the top for the boys or girls, but there I should say, for correct grammar, a couple of teams sliding up and down. Ladies first, Bell County, Southwestern, Leslie County, and Shelby Valley stay 1, 2, 3, 4. Clay County moves up into the top 5. And then it goes Letcher Central, Breathitt County, Johnson Central, Harlan County, and Harlan City hanging right in there in the top 10. Now to the boys, Knott Central stays the unanimous number 1 ranked team in the mountains on the boys' side. Southwestern stays at 2. Clay County, Sheldon Clark, and Lawrence County round out the top 5. Perry Central at 6. Knox Central at 7. And then Buckhorn, Johnson Central, and Shelby Valley. Prompter says, have an awesome Christmas, Tanner. I should wish you a Merry Christmas too, Erica. I'm sorry that I didn't include you.
All right, thank you, JB.
All right, we'll wrap it up after this.